Hey friends, we have a new IPO of another technology-oriented company starting 7 December. It is the IPO of RateGain, a SaaS-based technology-driven company that operates in the business of travel and hospitality. Now, I keep saying that you should never apply for an IPO just on the basis of its grey market premium. Especially, it is very important to understand the business of tech companies as majority of them are loss-making. We have already seen that while on one side, market has rewarded companies like Nykaa and Zomato, but on the other side, it has punished Paytm. So we'll quickly look at the business of RateGain, its promoters, then its key strength, competitors and key risk. Then we'll look at the financials and finally we'll look at the IPO detail along with valuation to decide if it is worth applying for this IPO or not. Alright, let's get started. Established in 2004, RateGain is largest SaaS, that is software as a service company in Indian hospitality and travel industry. It offers solutions across the verticals including your hotels, airlines, online travel agents, car rental, tour operator, cruises and so on. It is also among the largest aggregator of data points in the world for hospitality and travel industry. Now let me simplify their business with a use case. When you plan a travel, you look at the hotel rates or flight rates on different dates to select the right hotel at the right price. Now you might have seen that the hotel rates vary every day. For example, during the peak season, the rates are higher and during the off season, the rates are lower. Likewise, the flight rates vary every day. The pricing mainly depends upon the demand from the end customer. For example, recently post-COVID, all hotels and flight companies have increased their rates drastically because they know that there is high demand for travel as people got frustrated sitting at home for more than a year during the COVID lockdown. Now, how does the hotel or flight companies decide the right price? For example, you don't want to keep the price too high when your competitor is keeping the price low, or you don't want to keep price too low even when there is high demand. That's where RateGain comes into picture, where it accesses the data points across the web and come up with the right pricing in real time with its software to ensure maximum revenue for the hotels and flight companies. Now this is one of the use case of RateGain. I hope now you understand its business. So if I categorize the business, they have three major business categories. First is data as a service. As we discussed before, data as a service provides information such as your dynamic market pricing and analytics including market trend, opportunities, etc. to maximize the revenues. The software tracks over 5.83 billion price point across over 2,900 hotels, online travel agents, airlines, cruise liners, etc. and covers data points like pricing, rating, ranking, availability, room description, etc. Then second service is distribution. In this service, company provides information such as your availability, rates, inventory, etc. between your accommodation provider and their demand partners like your hotel aggregator or agents. It ensures accurate reporting by hotels. Then third service is marketing technology that enhances brand experience and increases booking and guest loyalty. In this service, they manages the social media engagement and promotional campaign on behalf of the travel companies. In FY21, company generated 37.23% revenue from data as a service offering, 48.57% revenue from distribution and remaining is from marketing and social media engagement. They have two types of revenue model. For their data as a service offering, they provide subscription model where customers in the hospitality sector can subscribe to their package. For the airline, car rental and other customers, they have a hybrid model where they charge a minimum subscription fee and then pay per use charge for accessing additional data. If you look at the customer base of RateGain, as of June 21, they have 1400 plus customers including 8 global Fortune 500 companies. Some of its marquee customers include 6 Continent Hotels, Intercontinental Hotel Group, Lemon Tree, Oyo, etc. RateGain founder and chairman is Mr. Bhanu Chopra and has over 15 years of experience in the industry. He holds a master's degree in finance and computer science from Indiana University. In 2019, RateGain announced Mr. Harmeet Singh as its CEO. Harmeet has over 15 years of experience and was earlier associated with J2 Global where he served as President of Data Protection and Cloud Services. Now, if you look at the key strength of the company, that RateGain has long-term relationship with some of the industry leader in hospitality and travel business. It includes 8 out of Fortune 500 companies, 25 out of top 30 online travel agents, 23 out of 30 hotel chains, leading car rentals and airline companies. Then next strength is its AI-driven SaaS-based solution. Company has its proprietary algorithm and has built SaaS-based products that customer can subscribe to. By the way, SaaS, that is software as a service, is one of the fastest growing sector in technology space. This provides the company with ability to scale at faster rate at much lower cost. Although when I searched about the patents, I could not find any patent with the company. There are some trademarks but no patents. It means there is no thick moat around its algorithm. So that is a negative part on the company side. If you look at the competitive landscape, RateGain has multiple global competitors in each of its business offering. In data as a service offering, it has competition from OTA Insight, Phanova, Parity Tech. Then in distribution offering, it has competition from TravelClick, SiteMinder, Derbysoft, and so on. If you look at the key risk, company derive around 40% revenue from its top 10 customers, and majority of revenue is on recurring basis in the form of long-term arrangement. If the customer do not renew the agreement or terminate the business contract, it would impact the business of the company. Then company has a history of net losses and anticipate an increase in expenses in the future. So any failure to generate adequate revenue growth can result in significant losses. If you look at the future growth, COVID had severely impacted their business due to lockdown and travel restriction. However, over the last few months, the economy has started to open up and travel and hotel business have seen very high demand. Today, majority of people prefer to explore the hotel and flight prices online and book them online. And this trend is only going to grow in the future. Moreover, there's a lot of competition in the hospitality sector and every company wants to attract new customers with the best-in-class price point and discount, then provide the best experience and make loyal customers. And that's where companies like RateGain comes into picture with insights regarding right pricing, distribution and social media engagement. If you look at the total market size, third-party travel and hospitality technology is estimated to be a $5.91 billion market in 2021, growing at an estimated $11.47 billion by 2025 at a CAGR of 18%. Enterprise application focused on guest acquisition, distribution, revenue maximization and wallet share expansion in the hospitality and travel industry have a serviceable addressable market of $4.34 billion in 2021, which is growing to be an estimated size of $8.45 billion in 2025. So the overall industry growth is looking good. RateGain has been growing both organically and inorganically to expand its product portfolio and geography reach. Company is investing substantially in its AI-led product to build new capabilities. Apart from hotel and airline business, company is also focusing on expanding to other verticals like car rental and vacation rental space that are largely unorganized but growing at a fast rate. If you look at the revenue, it jumped from 272 crore in FY19 to 457 crore in FY20. However, due to COVID, the revenue fell down to 264 crore. If you look at the net profits, it was in profit in FY19 with 11 crore. However, in the last 2 years, it has been in loss. Although the company is operationally positive with EBITDA of 37 crore in FY19, 31 crore in FY20 and 23 crore in FY21. Company is cash positive with net cash and cash equivalent of 53.7 crore as of FY21. It has total debt of 111 crore and debt to equity of 0.25, which is comfortable. Although the company would reduce the debt from the money raised by the IPO. RateGain IPO window is between 7 December to 9 December. Its IPO price band is between 405 to 425 rupees. Face value of each share is rupees 1. Market lot is 35 share and minimum investment is 14,875 rupees. The IPO issue size is 1,335 crore, out of which there is a fresh issue of equity worth 375 crore and remaining 970 crore is offered for sale where promoters are diluting their stakes. The 375 crore raised from the IPO would be used for various purposes, including repayment of debt used by RateGain UK, then to make payment to deferred consideration of acquisition of Disco, then for strategic investment, acquisition and inorganic growth, then to make investment in technology innovation, artificial intelligence and other organic growth initiative, and purchase capital equipment for company's data center and meet general corporate expenses. At a high price band of 425, RateGain is valued at a market cap of 4,472 crore. Now since it is in loss, we can't calculate the PE ratio. However, in the RHP document, company had mentioned that it has done stock option pricing in June 2020, and at that time the share price was 147.6. But within 1 year, company is launching its IPO at a higher price band of Rs 425. If you look at the price to sales, in FY21 the sale was 264 crore. So its price to sale ratio is 16.9. At pre-COVID levels of FY20, its price to sale is 9.7. So that looks very reasonable. Now, due to a small IPO size and reasonable valuation, this IPO has received a good response so far in the grey market premium. As per the latest data, this IPO is commanding a grey market premium of around 30%. Overall, if we conclude, RateGain is a tech-oriented company that operates in the travel and hospitality segment. It has a SaaS-based model where it provides dynamic real-time pricing and analytics to maximize the client revenues. Then company is among the leading player in the industry with 8 out of Fortune 500 companies, 25 out of 30 online travel agents, 23 out of 30 hotel chains and leading car rentals and airline companies. As far as future growth is concerned, the SaaS industry is growing fast and the travel trend is only going to increase in the future. Hence, there would be a good demand in the future. Company is growing both organically and inorganically with acquisition. Financially, although the company made losses, operationally the company is EBITDA positive and cash positive and has comfortable debt level. Since the company is into the tech business, it is an asset-light model. So all these things are positive. The only negative aspect is that company doesn't have any patent, so there is no thick moat around the business. Moreover, there are a lot of competitors globally. Hence on fundamentals, I would rate RateGain 3.5 star out of 5. As far as valuation is concerned, company is in loss, so we can't calculate the PE ratio, but the price to sales ratio is looking reasonable. Hence on valuation, I would rate it 3.5 star out of 5. Now, should you apply for this IPO? Well, due to low IPO size and reasonable valuation, I expect a good demand for this IPO and expect good listing gain. So for short-term listing gain, you can consider this IPO. As far as long-term investment is concerned, the business model is looking good with bright growth prospect. But remember that company is still in loss. So if you have high risk appetite, then you can consider investing a small portion for long-term investment. I am planning to apply for this IPO. Now tell me in the comment, will you apply for this IPO or not? In case you want to learn every aspect of money management, you can explore my online course. I hope you will find this video useful. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care.